Dear students, in this lecture video, we studied about the functions of system security. Under the functions of system security, we studied about the system monitoring and contingency analysis. First, we studied about the functions of system security introduction. The system security deals with the operation of the power system reliability. The power system security consists of three major functions which are carried out in the operation in the control center. The first one is the system monitoring, the second one is contingency analysis, the third one is security constrained optimal power flow, which is abbreviated by SCOPE. In this lecture video, we only studied about the system monitoring and contingency analysis. First, system monitoring. The system monitoring provides the operators of the power systems with up-to-date informations of the conditions of the power system. Generally, the system monitoring is the important function of all the three functions of the power system security. From that time, it utilizes the beyond the system of one unit supplying a group of loads, the effective operation of the power system required, which are critical quantities that can be measured and the values of the measurements be transmitted to a central location. Such type of the power systems of measurements and data transmission called telemetry system. The telemetry systems have evolved to schemes that can be monitored voltages, currents, power flows, that is real power flows, reactive power flows, the status of the circuit breakers and switch positions in every substations in the power system transmission and network. In addition to these functions, other critical information such as frequency, the generator unit outputs, that is generator outputs, and the transformer tap changer positions also can be telemetered with the help of system monitoring. With the information telemetered simultaneously, no human operator would be checked all of the operations in a reasonable time frame. For this reason, the digital computers are usually installed in the operation of the control centers to gather the telemetered data and process them and place them in the database from which the operators can display information on the large display monitors. It is full and full automatic generation control only. Importantly, that means the computer can check incoming information against pre-stored limits and alarm the operators in the event of an overload and out of limit voltages. The state estimation is used in such a way the power system to combine telemetered system data with the system models to produce the best estimate, that is in the statistic sense manner of the current power systems or states. Such type of the systems are usually combined with the supervisory control system, that is SCADA, that allow operator to control circuit breakers and disconnect switches and a transformer type changer remotely. Together, these power systems are often referred to as a SCADA system. Already I told. The SCADA stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition System. The SCADA system allows a few operators to monitor the generation and the high voltage transmission systems and to take action to correct overload or the out of limit voltages. The points is nothing but the summary of the system monitoring. We already studied now. So, because it provides up-to-date information. Telemetry system is there. That is the critical quantities are measured and transmitted to a central location measured quantities. The measured quantity is nothing but the voltage, current, line flows, frequency, generator outputs, circuit breaker status, transformer type changing position, etc. And then the system monitoring the measured data is very large and then difficult for human operators to operate system monitoring. That's why we are using this SCADA. The digital computers are used instead of human operations at control centers. Then what are the operation done at the control centers? Gathers telemetry data, process this data, then store the data in the database, then the generate alarms if any conditions, abnormal conditions, and then the operator can display all the data on the largest screen, and then it combines with the system models for online and offline analysis. At the same time, the telemetry is combined with the supervisory control, that is the SCADA, to provide operators with the capability to control components such as switches, etc. So this is the summary of system monitoring. Now we studied about the contingency analysis. The contingency analysis is nothing but the second major security function. Okay, the contingency analysis tools are the part of any modern energy management system, that is EMS. Okay, the result of the contingency analysis allow the power systems to be operated defensively. Many of the problems that can be occurred on the power system which can cause serious trouble within such a quick time period that the operator would not take the action fast enough. So therefore, this is the case with the cascading failure. Cascading means you can one failure, again the another failure. So that is the cascaded one. So because of this aspect of the power system operations, the modern operations, the computers are equipped with contingency analysis. That is full and fully automatic. Okay, online programming only. So therefore, with the contingency analysis program that can be model possessive systems trouble before they arise. These programs are based on the model of the power system, and which are when it is used to study the outage events. Outage means transmission line outage, generator outage events, and the alarm the operators to any potential overloads or out of limit voltages. For example, the simplest form of the contingency analysis can be put together with a standard power flow program, together with the procedures to set up the power flow data for each outage to be studied by the power flow program. So the AC power flow analysis is there, DC power flow analysis also is there. The several variation of these type of the contingency analysis scheme involve fast solution methods, automatic contingency event selection, and automatic initializing of the contingency power flows using actual system data and state estimation procedures. The contingency evaluation is important in two areas of the power system operation. The first one is to operate the power system in such a manner that it remains viable following any contingency, or at least those contingencies which have a high likelihood of the occurrence in the present system state. It is also online control of the power system during emergencies, where the power system availability has to be maintained for the specific contingency which has occurred. These functions have to be performed very fast by using contingency analysis method. A viability crisis occur when the system generation, transmission, and the load have lost their balance. The resulting, the one of the following things only happen, that is voltage violations. Voltage violation means maybe under voltage or more voltage. For example, the standard voltage for three phase supply, for example 440 means the under voltage means less than 400. Over voltage means above 440. This is the voltage violations. And then thermal overload of lines. If the load increases, load current also increases, so the heat rises. So therefore the thermal overload of the lines. Okay, because if two line is there, one line is outage means the other line only carry the full load means it becomes overloaded. That means it is heated up. So therefore this is nothing but the thermal overload of the transmission lines. And then third result is the insufficient stability margins. We can't maintain the stability. We can't maintain the voltage. We can't maintain the frequency, and then uninterrupted of the power supply. Also, we can't give stability to the power systems. These are the summary points of the contingency analysis. Whatever we already studied. Once again, recall the power system problems not due to the events such as a transmission line problem, generator outage, and because the two only main outages can cause serious damages within the very short duration in the power system. That's why contingency analysis is required. And then the contingency analysis programs model. First we have to draw the single line model diagram, then the model the events before they occur, and then the combined with the analysis procedure like power flow to study the system. And then the generate operator alarm. If any abnormal conditions is, immediately the alarm came. Okay, if then also the operator didn't listen means then the trip circuit will act, and then the fault element is disconnected from the power supply. What are the other features of the contingency analysis? Is nothing but the fast solution methods, automatic contingency selection method, automatic initialization of contingency power flows using actual system data, and state estimation procedures. So these are the summary of the contingency analysis. Dear students, I hope that in this lecture video you clearly understood the functions of power system security. The power system security consists of three functions. One is system monitoring, second one is contingency analysis, third one is system constrained, then optimal power flow. But in this lecture video we studied about only the system monitoring and contingency analysis. Okay, so under this topic how the question will come in the VTU University exam, explain or write short notes on contingency analysis or system monitoring. You have to explain. Thank you student for watching this video.